What's up everybody? Simon here. In this video we're gonna go ahead and review, unbox, and compare the ROCWARE 2K webcam. This is the RC08. It's an all-in-one and it has a speaker. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it, review it. Now this review, ROCWARE sent this webcam to us, so this is a sponsored review. I'll still give my honest opinion. We're gonna go ahead and compare it to the Logitech 4K Brio as well as the Logitech 1080p webcam and see how it really does. This is a 2K. We'll go over all the details in a bit. Let's get this unboxed and reviewed. Okay, so I have the ROCWARE box here, and it's a pretty nice box. It doesn't give you much information on the box itself aside from it's a 1080p webcam. Now they did advertise that it's a 2K. There's 4x digital zoom, 3M voice pickup range, so 3 meters, and it has a 90-degree field of view. A rotating bracket. This webcam goes for $39.99 on Amazon. The link is below. All right, so let's get this cut. And that was a nice, smooth cut. The box is open. ROCWARE since 2015 has been in cutting edge technology innovation, video audio with 900 plus factory employees and 200 patents to date. Pretty cool. All right, some silica gel. We're gonna remove that. Let's take out this webcam. It's a lot bigger than I thought, and it feels a little heavier, but sometimes that just shows how sturdy the product is. In here, you have your webcam. This looks really professional, guys. So you got your mount, obviously, and you have your serial number in there, and then your cable, okay? So we do have the cable here. All right, the cable's pretty long. It is a USB-A to USB-C. That's pretty much all that's needed in the box. This is a plug and play. There is a little bit of tape to protect the webcam, and it looks like the shutter is not all the way, but I love this privacy shutter that's built in. Looks like there's 2 microphones and some type of sensor here, probably for auto dimming. On the back, you have your USB-C, a power button right here, it looks like, or a reset button, that's touch control, and you have your mount to your tripods. But overall, it looks pretty impressive. I've reviewed several cameras in this price range, and none of them felt as quality as this one thus far. There is some interface and setup that you could do on here, and it looks like there's a download link to their software at rockware.store, and you could get some information, and there's some zoom functions and so forth. We're not going to go too in depth on it, but you can obviously download some things and really get the settings in terms of zoom and horizontal flip, brightness adjustments, etc. Okay, apparently this also has a little bit of a tilt, so you could tilt it and spin it so it would position perfectly to what you need it or where you need it. Okay, so that's a really good pivoting movement. All right, let's get the instruction manual out of the way. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see how it does. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recording both on a professional camera or a more expensive $1,000 camera, which you see here. I'm going to show you the low light setting on the ROCWARE. I'm also going to go ahead and plug it in with the Logitech Brio and the 1080p. Once I get this plugged in, it's a nice and long cord here, we'll be able to see what it does. Okay, so I plugged in the ROCWARE. It's a simple plug and play on the Mac as well as Windows. It'll auto detect and it will function right away pretty much. On the ROCWARE camera, there's a touch button to turn it on and off. And as you see here, there's also a indicator with the light. So you're able to go ahead and press this and this will come on and glow red. So that's how you know that the camera is functioning or not. Now that I have my ROCWARE mounted, I could go ahead and compare the softwares. Now the ROCWARE camera has a much wider field of view from the beginning. Okay, so I got the ROCWARE plugged in. It's on top of the computer, and I have it there with the C922 Pro as well as the Logitech 4K Brio. You're listening to the ROCWARE camera here on the plug-in with the USB and you're also seeing me on the screen here. So as you can tell, the ROCWARE camera has a much wider field of vision, and that's pretty cool. Now it also has a built-in speaker, so you can hear better sound. Now my monitor speakers are very good because it's an expensive monitor. Let's switch to the 922 Pro and let's see how the quality is. Before I do so, of course, I do want to test the low light setting. As you guys can see here, this is the lighted setting in the A6400 Sony. Now, if I turn this off, you have a professional camcorder, and then you have the ROCWARE here recording in extremely low light at 1080p. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop that recording and switch to the 922 Pro. Okay, so here I got the 922 Pro recording in low light setting, and on top of that, I have my A6400 here. So the 922 Pro, as you can see, is in full detail. The mic is being used from the 922 Pro, and you could compare that to the ROCWARE. Now let's go ahead and compare it to the 4K Brio. It's not as fair of a comparison. However, we can go ahead and do that. Now I should tell you that the 922 Pro is zoomed in. You could also do a zoom with the ROCWARE as well. It has a 5 times faster autofocus for zoom, and it's a really nice feature. It also has a built-in 3D built-in audio, and the mic does provide high definition, as you could tell. I'm not sure if you're able to hear the quality difference, but the 922 Pro and the ROCWARE both have 2 mics, which is a really good thing. So now let's stop this recording. Let's go ahead to the 4K Brio, which has been my favorite webcam, but of course it's $150. You could save that $100 and go with the ROCWARE and see how much of quality you get from there. Okay guys, so I'm here on the Brio. The microphone's also on the Brio, and this is how it sounds with the Brio. That's how it looks in comparison to the A6400. Unfortunately, I can't run 2 USB webcams at the same time at the same device. However, you can see this is in low light mode. Now I am going to go ahead and turn the lights back on. This is the Brio with the lights back on, and in comparison to where we are with the ROCWARE as well as the A6400. So this is pretty much the webcam as it looks like right now, and overall the ROCWARE has sounded pretty good in my opinion. We'll obviously know in post editing. The Brio 4K is my favorite, but again, that price is much higher than this ROCWARE, and so far the ROCWARE is the best built of the $40 or so price range webcams I have seen. So there you have it, folks. I have the ROCWARE here. I love the shutter. I love the on-off on the back, which is touch controller, touch sensitive. It is a USB-C to the webcam. It does feel really good, guys, in the hands. It is a little bit bigger in terms of size. So in comparison, let me grab the 922. As you can see, I have the 922 and the ROCWARE here. It's almost double. So that's how big it is. So something to keep in mind. Now the ROCWARE has a 5 times faster autofocus than a lot of cameras. It has laser assisted focusing with 4 times digital zoom, and that's what that laser is, which is pretty cool. Compared to other webcams on the market, this one is more technologically advanced for the price. It has a built-in audio 3A algorithmic mic that hopefully was able to be shown with the clarity that I have done here in the video. And the sound quality from the speaker is actually pretty decent, although I will say that I do have pretty good speakers on my desktop. However, from a laptop, this does give you better sound quality, and what's great is it doesn't interfere with the mic. The visuals you could see with my review, and we're actually going to go ahead and finish this review on the ROCWARE webcam so you could see how it is again. Okay guys, as I mentioned, I'd be finishing the review here on the ROCWARE camera. So far I'm very pleased with it. I love the functionality of it. I love the privacy shutter. The speaker does help if you're on a laptop, although the camera is really big. I don't know if I'd carry it around with me all the time. The focus is great. The color tone, in my opinion, is very good. The mic is pretty good as well. However, you got to make a decision about the size of it. It is bulkier than the other 2 cameras, and you are saving a lot of money. That's the big part of it, you're also getting a speaker, and you're also getting a quality autofocus lens. 1080p 2K resolution at 30 frames per second with over 2 million pixels. You be the judge if this camera is for you. Again, the link is in the description below. Overall, I'm very impressed with it. I really hope you like it, and only you will know if this is a good webcam for you. But it did compare really well to the C922 Pro, and it's about half the cost. Hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks for following Tech Visibility, and subscribe to our channel.